That Kasaba guy almost killed me. Again!
Who are you, you annoying little miscreant?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
Jumbo Lafitte, last of the Lafitte pirates.
Are you aware that you've got a pair of parrots on your shoulders?
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Was that sarcasm?
You know, I can't really tell anymore. In any event, these are, in fact, my parrots. I call them hugging and kissing.
You're joking. You're not joking. Which parrot's hugging and which one's kissing? I can't believe I just asked that.
I don't know. They're identical twins. It's too bad, too.
Why?
Because they're special parrots.
Special how? Do they fire pistols with their beaks?
Of course not. But they are cursed with powerful voodoo magic.
How so?
One of them always tells the truth. The other one always lies. Isn't that right, fellas?
Yes. No.
Oh, if I knew which one was which, they would be tremendously useful. As it is, they're rather annoying.
You're awfully large.
Figured that one out all by yourself, did you?
Jumbo Lafitte. Any relation to Tiny Lafitte?
Tiny Lafitte was my father.
I'd like to talk some more about your father.
Okay.
Was he really called Tiny the Friendly Pirate?
No! My daddy was everything a real pirate should be. Violent, vulgar, psychotic. Pirates lined up for miles to spit on his grave.
If Tiny was such a great pirate, then what's with the Tiny the Friendly Pirate statue?
It's those soulless cretins at Ozymandial Enterprises. They're using my father's name and image as happy icons for their new family-friendly Jambalaya Island.
Those jerks. Are you sure you weren't adopted? After all, you're so big and Tiny was so tiny.
You should have seen my mother.
She was a large woman, I take it?
She had a picture of Monkey Island tattooed on her butt.
So?
Actual size.
Ugh. What happened to Tiny's statue?
I happened to it.
Come again?
To lend a touch of authenticity to their precious statue, Mandrill's flunkies bronzed my father's captain's hat and welded it to the statue. Enraged by this sacrilege, I gathered some pirates and raided Jambalaya Island. Before anyone knew what happened, I rescued my father's chapeau, returned to Nuttin Atoll, and buried my treasure.
Your father would have been proud of your piratey prowess.
Oh, thanks. Unfortunately, my raid inspired Mandrill to hire Kasaba to patrol the waters of Nuttin. Now, Nuttin Atoll is nothing more than a prison for recalcitrant pirates who don't share Ozymandial's vision.
One pirate to another. Where did you bury your father's bronze hat?
I don't know.
What?
I know I buried it under a boulder along the beach. I just don't know which one.
If I find your father's hat, can I borrow it?
I don't know. Why do you want it?
I'm going to use it to crush Ozymandial like a bug.
Really? Oh, that's great! If you can find it, feel free to use it.
This is obviously a painful subject. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Don't get up. I'll see myself out.
Goodbye, little pirate.
Pretty Polly.
Pretty Polly.
LeChuck sucks.
LeChuck sucks.
Holy jumping monkeys, that's a lot of boulders. How am I ever gonna find the right one? Kinda sounds like a parrot. Are you the parrot that always tells the truth?
Yes.
I don't think that told me anything. Are you the parrot that always lies?
Heck no.
I don't think that told me anything. Two plus two?
3.
That must have been the lying parrot. Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
Nowhere.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must be buried under this rock. I guess the parrots lost interest. If my clever use of the parrots was correct, the bronze hat is under this immense rock. I'm not even remotely mighty enough to pick that up. There's gotta be a better way to get under there. Hi there, little Guybrush.
Hi there, big Guybrush.
Hi there, little LeChuck.
Ahoy there, big Guybrush.
What's on your mind, little Guybrush?
I think Admiral Kasaba's a big dope, don't you?
Oh, I don't know, little Guybrush. What do you think, little LeChuck?
I think little Guybrush wouldn't know a real pirate if it stabbed him in the liver. Oh, yeah? Yeah!
Now, boys.
Amoral lout. Effete doily sniffer. Unemployed layabout.
Guys.
Pirate poser. Uncultured corpse. Girly man.
I really think that's loud enough to catch Kasaba's attention.
Jerk. Idiot. Nimrod. Dork.
I've obviously got some deep-seated issues to work out here.
Moron. Spaz. Jerk. Idiot. Nimrod. Dork.
Why, those ignorant anarchist savages! How dare they plot against my benevolent tyranny! Simpkins, wheel out the really big cannon!
Do we have to, sir? Our ears are still ringing from the last time.
I've had just about enough of your pusillanimous insubordination, Simpkins! Now roll out the really big cannon and blow up those terrorists this instant!
Aye, aye, sir.
Fire!
Wow, here it is, the bronze hat of Tiny Lafitte.
It's the boat I brought from Jambalaya Island.
Where do the real pirates go when they're looking for Buccaneer-style family dining at a reasonable price? Why, Planet Freakwood, of course.
What's that?
Whoa.
Nice dive.
Thank you, my friend. I fear that my skills have atrophied as of late, though. I'm not half the diver I used to be.
That was one of the best plank dives I've ever seen.
And who are you that would take such pains to flatter an aging plank diver?
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. I'm a mighty pirate.
Ah, a pirate. It's rare to encounter a genuine pirate on Jambalaya Island these days.
So I noticed.
Well, Mr. Mighty Pirate, my name is Marco de Pollo, and I am the greatest plank diver in the world!
Are you really the greatest diver in the world?
Yes. I have spent years searching the planet for someone who could better me in the art of the plank dive, but to no avail.
How sad. What are you doing on Jambalaya Island?
Ah, that is an interesting story.
Is it a short story?
About a year ago, I despaired of ever finding my diving equal and was prepared to hang up my trunks forever.
Ew.
At this crucial moment, Senior Ozzy Mandrill approached me with an intriguing proposition.
Am I old enough to hear this?
He told me that he was building the tallest artificial plank diving platform in the world, and that he was willing to pay obscene amounts of money to have the world's greatest plank diver compete on it on a daily basis. Since I was ready to retire in any event, I figured Why not retire in the comfort of a luxury resort island?
Makes sense to me.
Besides, there's always the chance that someone will come along who can finally challenge my skills.
How did you get into plank diving anyway?
Ah, that is a story rife with melancholy. Are you sure you wish to hear it?
Are you kidding? I love stories rife with melancholy.
Very well. It begins with my father, Count Francisco Alvarez de Pollo. He was a man of peculiar moods and eccentricities. In one of his so-called lighter moments, he named his only son Marco, much to the consternation of his wife and extended family.
Why the fuss?
I take it you have never been in a public swimming pool.
Pirates don't have much use for them.
Ah, then allow me to elaborate. At the tender age of 6, I was sent to my first swimming lesson. Oh, how I happily splashed about, taking to the water like a worm to dirt. Suddenly, someone shouted my name. Marco! I turned to see who it was. Before I could find who had called my name, everyone in the pool shouted in response, Pollo! I couldn't understand what was happening. Why were they shouting my name in such an annoying sing-song manner? Why were they closing their eyes to my obvious torment? I tried to get them to stop, but they just kept chanting my name over and over again. Marco! Pollo! Unable to tolerate it any further, I climbed to the highest diving board in the pool and cannonballed into the center of the taunting masses. As I hit the water with a resounding splash, the haunting chants of my classmates finally gave way to comforting screams of terror.
What a horrible story.
Yes, but at least I gained a lucrative career out of my childhood trauma.
Has your arrangement with Ozymandias proven challenging?
Sadly, no. But at least I'm receiving a steady stream of income.
So is this diving competition open to anyone?
Hardly. If I were to compete against everyone who wanted to get their hands on the solid gold old world diving trophy, I'd be diving 24 hours a day.
Oh, so who do you dive against?
The judges panel over there does an excellent job of weeding out the poseurs from the serious divers.
I'd like to dive against you.
You want to dive against me? Ah, thank you, little friend, for bringing laughter back into my life.
What's so funny?
Don't tell me you're serious.
As serious as scurvy, diver boy.
It's not wise to trifle with me, Mr. Threepwood. I am the greatest diver in the world.
Second greatest, you mean?
Very well. The gauntlet has been thrown. I suppose you have been certified by the judging committee?
Certified?
Do you think I am some sort of clown who accepts the challenges of every 2-shilling braggart that comes my way?
Yes?
If you want to dive, go to the judges committee and get certified.
I just remembered a previous engagement. Bye. Bosun and Bosun's baby seal oil. I'm assuming that this oil is meant to be used on baby seals rather than... It's a golden trophy of a man in a classic arms overhead diving pose.
Oh, sorry. That trophy is for the winner of the all-world prank diving contest only.
Excuse me.
Hey, little dude. What's up?
What's going on around here?
We are the judges for Jambaraya's all-world diving contest.
Actually, it's more like a free-for-all than a contest.
Dude, quit projecting your negative vibes, man.
I'd like to take a crack at winning that diving trophy.
You and dozens of other gold-hunting wannabes.
If you wish to dive, you must be certified first.
Why?
We could leave ourselves open to most grievous lawsuits if we let physically uncool people try to dive.
Now, if you just step behind the table...
There won't be any word problems, will there? Hey, what are you doing with that?
Please turn to the right, dude.
You're not gonna put that there, are you?
Now then, let me know when this begins to hurt.
Ouch! And another thing, I think the staple gun was completely uncalled for.
Be that as it may, you have passed the physical.
Really?
Don't act so shocked. You'd have to be a palsy-ridden grandmother to fail.
Here's your certificate. Feel free to challenge our champion diver whenever you want to dive.